Hello everybody, what is going on? It is Lewis with the original Game Boy, and today we are doing something we've done before. Once before, actually. My hair is a mess. I just came right out of the shower. We are predicting the the round of 16, the semi-quarterfinals, all that kind of stuff. We're predicting the rest of the Euro 2020/2021 tournaments. And we did predict the group stage in a video that you can probably find in the playlist down in the description, but we didn't get anywhere past the group stage, and there will be a reaction video to my group stage predictions, and I will do all of the forfeits that I made in that video. And if you want to check out that video first, like I said, down in the description. We will be getting right into this video right here. I have a little knockout prediction thing on my laptop to my right here. I have a desk now, so this is kind of cool. I'm not just some loser sitting on my bed over there. I actually have a desk, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, so we're gonna start off round of 16. First match, a massive match at that. Belgium versus Portugal. So we got the likes of Lukaku, we got De Bruyne, we got Courtois against, hold on, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Rui Patricio. You know, it's a little bit lackluster when you go to the defense, but they got a good defense. It's not a bad defense. I mean, they got the likes of Pepe, Ruben Diaz, and they got Rui Patricio in net. Now Nelson Semedo looking like an entire wet noodle through the entirety of the round of 16 group stage should play into the factor, and also the fact that in one single game, Portugal scored 2 own goals. Belgium will make it through. I mean, Belgium didn't look shaky at all. I didn't find Belgium looking shaky at all throughout the group stage, and Portugal, I'm surprised, is still even in the tournament, because they really shouldn't be. They really shouldn't be. We will move on to the next one. It will be Italy versus Austria. Now, Austria, they played well. They managed to scrape into second place. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that David Alaba plays literally every position on the pitch when he plays for the Austrian team, they would be probably dead last of the group, because everyone else on that team is garbage. They weren't able to hold themselves, and they're normally good. Like, they have Sabitzer, they have Arnautovic, even though he says some very not good things. They have these good players, but they just weren't playing up to their potential in this tournament, and Italy just played out of their skin. They didn't like, it was just they were just better than everyone else in that group, and they didn't even concede a goal in the 3 games that they played. They just destroyed it. And that is why I'm going to put Italy. That's why I'm going to put Italy first, or to go through, sorry. So Italy will go through, and why is my thing not loading? Okay, there we go. Sorry. Italy will go through, and then next up is France versus Switzerland. So you're going to wait for this huge-ass prediction where I say Switzerland goes through because they beat Turkey. Everyone beat Turkey. France is going to easily slide past them. And should I do some goal predictions? Here, I'll quickly go back. Belgium will beat Portugal 2-1. Italy will beat Austria 3-0. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but France versus Switzerland, France is going to go through. I'm going to say that right now. France is definitely going to go through. And if Switzerland somehow makes it out, what will I do? I will take a shot of vinegar, and I'll just down the shot of vinegar. That is disgusting, by the way. If you don't know, you should know. Vinegar is gross. So, if Switzerland somehow beats the world champions, France, vinegar into my body. I don't even like it on my fries, let alone just in a shot. So France will go through probably 4-0. They might not do that well, but honestly they should. On paper they should win 4-0. But we will see. We will see. Next is Croatia versus Spain. Now this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one because both Croatia and Spain are not doing as good as they should. Now, they didn't play too poorly. I didn't see them play too poorly in the group. But realistically, if they're playing to the potential that they were in the World Cup, they shouldn't have come second. If they were as good as they were in the World Cup, now obviously their team is vastly different. A lot of their star players from that World Cup are not playing for them anymore. And that comes with a fact, that's a factor of why they didn't play as well. And Spain, besides their 5-0 win, they didn't win any of the other games. They just weren't good enough. But I think Spain's tiki-taka... What is going on with my hair? Spain's tiki-taka football and... tiki-taka. It used to be tiki-taka. Now it's like TikTok. Spain will edge past Croatia. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win. Actually, you know what? I think it'll be a 0-0 game, and then they'll win in penalties. That's my guess. Next up, Sweden versus the Ukraine. This is a very interesting one because they're not two crazy teams, but it's not that you shouldn't keep them out of mind because Sweden topped the group. Sweden did exceptionally well. Now they did have to play against Spain, who's shit, and North Macedonia, I think, was in their group. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. But at the end of the day, not the best group. But Sweden did come first, and Sweden shouldn't come first, realistically. But they got a good team on. So I think Sweden's gonna edge past Ukraine. I think it's gonna be a 2-0 win. And if Ukraine does not make it through, like if Ukraine makes it through, sorry, what will I do? I will cut up a slice of tomato and eat it. And I know for all of you normal people out there probably think, why the fuck is that a forfeit? I don't understand. I cannot stand tomatoes. Tomatoes are disgusting. Fucking disgusting. The only thing worse than tomatoes are pickles. But we don't have pickles in this house because the rest of my family are sane on that front. But they have tomatoes. And I will eat a tomato. It's freshly cut up. If that happens. I'll take that. I'll do that. Yeah, I will. Anyway. We will move on to the next game. Oh. England versus Germany. It's coming home. No, it's not. No, it's not. But you know what? You know what? I'm going to have some faith in Gareth South... What am I even talking about? Germany's going to make it through. Germany's obviously going to beat England. It's not coming home. There's no way. We've just... If England somehow, like, wins this Euro, I will... what will I do? I will go to my local McDonald's and I will just buy the most disgusting burger. I'll fill it with tomatoes and pickles. I'll make it like a filet-o-fish. I hate fish, by the way. With tomatoes, pickles, mayonnaise. Like, it will be a disgusting burger. And I'll just eat it if they win the Euros. And I'll just eat it and I'll force myself to enjoy every little bite of that burger. Oh. Anyway, Germany's making it through. I want to have hope in my England buddies. And because, like, maybe England will beat Germany. There is a chance, right? No, there fucking isn't. England's going out in the round of 16. Next up is Netherlands versus the Czech Republic. Now, the Czech Republic did well. They were first for most of the group, and then they came third in the end. But Netherlands are just a better team by a long shot. Wijnaldum was killing the group stage, absolutely destroying it. So I think Wijnaldum's gonna pull a goal or two, and it's probably gonna be a 3-1 win for the Netherlands. And I'm gonna say Germany's gonna be a 2-1 win. I'm gonna say 2-1. Yeah. So finally, for the round of 16, we have Wales versus Denmark. Now, I think Wales played better than Denmark. Sort of. So I think Denmark should have done better. And I think Denmark should have done better because they shouldn't have played against Finland. And they did. And they lost against Finland. And they shouldn't have. So even though Wales played very well, for my expectations at least, because I thought they were going to come fourth and they come second, I think Denmark should come through. Because Wales is not a better team than Denmark. by a long shot. And I just don't think Wales will have it in them to be able to beat Denmark in this stressful part of the competition. So now that that is done, now that we got our round of 16 all done, we are now into the quarterfinals. Right off the bat, Belgium versus Italy. Oh, buddy, this side of the group is fucking crazy. Belgium versus Italy. I think Belgium is going to come through. I think Belgium's going to beat them. I think Belgium's going to win a nice... I'm going to say it's going to be a big game. I think it's going to be 3-2 Belgium. 3-2 Belgium. I think Italy will be able to keep themselves in the game, but I think Belgium's class will just be able to outrank Italy. I think Italy has some weak spots. They're just getting to that point in time where they're able to compete with these big teams again. They haven't been able to for the past few years, and I think they're just about getting to that point where they can. But I think there's just holes in their planning right now, and Belgium can just pinpoint those holes and use it to their advantage. I think Belgium's just too strong of a team to lose that early. Next up is France versus Spain. France is going to win. I think France is going to win probably only like 1-0, honestly, because I feel like Spain is going to be able to control the ball for most of the game, just never get the ball in the net, as we've seen from the entire group stage besides the last game. Spain is going to lose 1-0. France is going to go through, and it's going to be a very, very sad day for David De Gea, as he's probably going to be banished from the world of football himself. And you know what? If Spain can beat France, I will do the salt and ice challenge on my arm, and that fucking hurts. That shit hurts. I'll do the salt and ice challenge on my arm if Spain somehow beats the world champions France. I doubt it. Next up is Sweden versus Germany, and as much as I say Sweden is a great team and they did well, they could beat Ukraine. They won't beat Germany. Germany's too good of a team. Their team is too good. Their team is too strong. Germany is one of the best teams in the world right now, and Sweden will get absolutely demolished. I'm gonna say 4-1. We'll say 4-1. I'll say they can get a goal. 4-1 is my end result for Sweden versus Germany. And then Netherlands versus Denmark. Another situation to the Sweden-Germany. I think Denmark is a great team, and I think they're better than Sweden by a long shot. And I think Netherlands is worse than Germany. But I think Netherlands is just going to edge past Denmark. I'm going to say 2-1. 2-1 for the Netherlands. My boy Schmeichel is going to be exiting out in the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals? Is that what it is? Yeah, quarterfinals. Yeah. Okay, we're going down into the semifinals. There's 4 teams left in this competition. Belgium versus France. Huge game. Massive fucking game here. I think France is going to make it through. I know, it's boring. Everyone believes France is going to win. And I think France is going to win this as well. I mean, their team is just so close. And I have such high hopes for Belgium. When I see Belgium playing someone, I immediately think they're going to win, because their team is just so incredible. But then when I take a good think about what France's team is like, with the fact that their striking options is Griezmann, Benzema, Mbappe, and Giroud, that is an incredible striking force. And then you look at the defense with Kimpembe and Varane. That's great. Then you have Kanté in the middle. Pogba. And then you have Lloris in net. The team is just too good. And unfortunately, Belgium has a couple. Their defense is not as strong. Their defense is not as strong as their attack and midfield. Their midfield and attack is incredible, but their defense is a little lackluster. And I think France is going to be able to compete with that with their incredible attack. So France is going to get past Belgium. I'm going to say it's going to be a 4-2 win for France. A 4-2 win. France are going to be coming in looking for a win here. And Belgium are going to fight, but they're just not going to fight strong enough. And then we're going to have Germany, Netherlands on the other side of the bracket. Germany is going to beat the Netherlands. The Netherlands are going to crash out. Maybe if Van Dijk was fully healed, he might have been able to help Netherlands get to the final, but I think Germany's just going to be able to crush past Netherlands with a 2-0 win. A 2-0 win. Finally. Drum roll, please. The Euro 2020 final. France versus Germany. They started off in the group stage once against each other. But I think France is going to lose. I'm going to be different here. Germany is going to win Euro 2020. It's going to be a shock. People are not going to see it coming because everyone's going to say, France has to win the Euro 2020. There's no way they can't. And then they're going to lose. They're going to be whitewashed. Germany is going to win 2-1 against France. Okay, maybe not a whitewash, but they're going to win 2-1 against France. And they are going to show that France are not the best team in the world. Or at least not the best team in Europe. They're still technically the best team in the world until the next World Cup. And then England's going to win, obviously. Germany's going to win. And that's going to be my final Euro 2020 prediction. And you won't see another one of these Euro 2020 predictions, or I guess Euro predictions, until 2024. So, if I'm still around in 2024, hey, we're going to do this again. But that is it for this prediction here. Thank you all so much for watching. There will be a reaction video once the Euros is finally done and dusted and Germany wins. I will react to my prediction. Like I said, I'm going to be reacting to my predictions for the group stage. All of this is going to be happening in the coming days. Well, reacting to my Euro group stage predictions, but Euro predictions of the group stages. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day. See ya and peace.